Yo, 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 how you doing? It's your girl E. I'm so glad to be here again. Oh, wow, what a wonderful, wonderful week I've had. It almost wasn't a wonderful week because, I got a bit overwhelmed a couple of days ago. And that was because it was, obviously it's getting closer to May. Next month, I'm going to be 49. Can you imagine? I'm already planning my 50th birthday for next year. We're going away. Woohoo! I'm really excited about that. But because I realized how old I was, I started thinking about all the things that I wanted to do that I haven't had the chance to do. I started thinking about, am I ever going to marry again? What are my plans for the future? Do I even want to get married? What are the plans? I started looking at other people. I started comparing myself to them, and I thought, babe, stop. Just stop. We get that way sometimes, don't we? You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Where you get to the point where you just feel like as if, everybody is, they look at you and you're playful, you're joyful, you're like the bubbly one, but really and truly, do they know? Do they know that, you sit down sometimes and you just feel lonely? You sit down sometimes and you feel like, what you portray isn't exactly, your reality. It's the what you portray to everybody outside is something that you need to maintain in order for people to accept you, and it's not always the best, But anyway, we can talk about that some other time and kind of expand on it. So where did I stop? I stopped at the slap. Oh my gosh. Funny enough, like I said, I did call. I said, let's have a conversation, and talk about, what happened those years ago. And one of the things I am realizing a lot more is that, when we do things when we're very young, when we get older, we begin to reflect on the things that we've done. And we do our very best. Well, that's what I would like to believe, that we do our very best not to repeat the mistakes that we did when we were younger. Now, as I said to you in the last episode, I talked about friendship. I talked about, when you start losing your friends around you, sometimes we fall in love. And when we fall in love, we become... what's the word I'm looking for? Stupid. That's the word I'm looking for. And the first thing that I want to challenge you on today is, as you meet this girl or you meet this guy, that's great. The most important thing in any relationship is friendship. You have to be friends. Marry your friends. A friend of mine said to me, you have to develop a friendship. You can't marry someone or, completely, be like, I'm head over heels in love with you. Sometimes you got to understand love is fickle. Love can be conditional. Understand that. The only love that is not fickle, the only love that is permanent, the only love that never fails is the love of God. Yes. And, it's separate of that. Every other love is just human love, where with human love, comes selfishness, comes backbiting, comes, paybacks, so human love is fickle. That's why when you're developing a relationship, you've got to start from a point of friendship. Within that friendship, kind of build a relationship that's based on honesty and integrity and compromise. You have to compromise. You have to get to a point in your relationship where you understand this person is my friend. When they're my friend, I genuinely want to please them. I genuinely want to give to them without having to give yourself so much that there's nothing left of you. And I think that's what happened to me. I was in a place where I completely lost touch with everybody. And I had no one but him. At times I was happy. And at times most times I was miserable. I found my solace in romantic novels. Them kind of supernatural ones where someone turns into a wolf. They're kind of, raw romantic ones, where the everything was exposed. The sex scenes were, oh my gosh, and I found my solace in there, and I would sit there for hours just reading that. And then when I finished reading it, I would sit down again just to fantasize. Fantasy was something that was so massive for quite a long time, and it's something that I still have to, like I mentioned before, that I still have to deal with today. And